Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I hope you are fine and in the best of your health and spirits. Dear students, today we are going to do the summary of the lesson, A Long Walk Home, and this story has been written by Jason Bocarro. This is chapter number 14. The central idea of the story, A Long Walk Home, by Jason Bocarro, is that we should always be honest and we should never lie under any circumstances. The story teaches us that there are many consequences of lying, and we may not realize, but whenever we lie to someone, we are basically hurting their feelings, and consequently, we lose people's trust. Therefore, we should never lie to people, especially to our family. So, let's read the story, A Long Walk Home, a very interesting story, and the writer shares his story about how he learned never to lie again to his father. So let's read the story A Long Walk Home by Jason Bocarro. It is about how he learned never to lie. Jason was 16 and he had just learned to drive. He knew how to drive now. One day his father asked him to drive him to Mijas, a nearby village that was almost 18 miles away, and he says that he could take him to that village which is 18 miles away on a condition that he gets to take the car to be serviced at the garage. Jason happily accepts this offer and takes his father to the village and leaves the car at the garage. Apparently, he fulfills the promise. After that, he thought that because he had to pick his father at 4 p.m. and he had much time, or he had a few hours to spend. Instead of waiting at the garage, he must utilize somewhere. He must enjoy himself. So he decided to go, and what he did? He watched a movie in the theater. But what happened at the theater? He lost track of time, and it came to 6 o'clock when he got out of the theater, almost 2 hours late. After that, he rushed to the place where he was supposed to meet his father, and his father was waiting for him. And what he thought in that period of time, he decided to lie to his father and said that car needed major repairs. Jason's father told him that he had already called the garage and they said the car was ready, but no one came to take it. At that moment, Jason felt ashamed and apologized, but his father was upset and got angry. He took it upon himself that he had raised a son who cannot be honest with his father. So, this was a mistake done by his son Jason, but that mistake is taken by father himself. Why? He is saying at this moment that he had raised a son who cannot be honest with his father. Jason's father told him that now he is going to home by foot because he has gone wrong all these years. He has raised a child who cannot be honest, sincere to his father, and he had only told a lie. So he wanted to teach his son a lesson. Father got angry with his son whenever he made a mistake. Instead, he uses a very different approach. And what approach that he adopted at this moment? He suffers pains by himself. And he did it so that his son would feel guilty and never repeat that mistake. And Jason felt very ashamed, and as his father had a very different personality, he rarely ignores mistakes, but sometimes his father is quite strict and gives punishment to him. And he know that he is very strict if anyone tells a lie, so he has taken that mistake to himself, and now he is giving him punishment in a way that now he is going home on foot by himself. And now Jason felt very ashamed, and he tried to convince his father to get in a car, but his father was quite certain that he would walk home. So this was a very painful experience. This was a very bad experience for Jason because his father was walking 18 miles, but Jason learned never to lie again. But he kept on forcing him to look at him because he had made a mistake. So this was a great mistake done by Jason, that he had told a lie to his father, and he was really had a feeling bad. He had a very bad feeling, and he had a guilty, and he decided that he would never tell a lie to his father, and he would never repeat that mistake. So this was the story A Long Walk Home by Jason Bocarro. I hope that you have understood.